By the early part of the Great Patriotic War, Moscow was the political, industrial, cultural, and historic center of the state with a population of about 4,600 people. On 22 June 1941, Fascist Germany attacked the Soviet Union. Moscow, as the capital, had also become the military center of the state. In the first days of the war, its defense was organized in the capital. Divisions of the People Militia, air defense of the city were formed. Barricades were being built in the city. By the end of 1941, about 200 military hospitals had been organized in Moscow and the Moscow region. In connection with the threat from the first days of the war, evacuation of enterprises, educational and scientific institutions, museum values, and the people began from Moscow. An evacuation council was created. The 27th of June 1941 issued a decree on the procedure for the export and deployment of human contingents and valuable property. Only in 1941-1942, about 2,010 enterprises were evacuated from Moscow. Evacuation was carried out in the eastern regions of the country. The enterprises remaining in Moscow switched to the production of defense products. The share of military products by November 1941 reached 94%. In June 1941, the body of Lenin was evacuated from the mausoleum to the Urals. In April 1945, it was returned to Moscow. Arsenal of the Kremlin Commandant's Office, the Grand Kremlin Palace, a water supply system, city communications, the Tushino airfield, the building of Moscow State University on Mahovaya Street. During the intensive bombing in Moscow, which took place until April 1942, the Germans destroyed 19 enterprises, 69 public and 226 residential buildings, 316 enterprises, 110 public and 641 residential buildings were damaged. Explosions and fire killed 2,196 residents. The losses of the fascists are 1,392 aircraft shot down over Moscow.